Hey, what's up, you guys? So I'm getting asked pretty often what mod is the best mod for like your weapons and stuff and how to mod them. For the most part, it's a preference. Like you can't just copy other people because they run it, and like some people play for fun, other people play for other things. Um, so what I recommend at least is so go off of weapons. So let's say something like a Gatling plasma. Um, it don't do a lot of criticals. I mean, I guess now it does. But back in the day, it wouldn't do that many criticals. So there's mods like this one. These are the two best weapon mods. Conductors versus Polished. So we're just talking about these right now. So Conductors, it's each critical hit gives you a chance to heal yourself and gives you more AP to you and your teammates. And then Polished, it ends up just pretty much it gives you more damage. Like the better it's the health a bit, the more damage you do. So these are the two top dogs right now, I guess. So it's different. So let's say something like a Gatling plasma. A Gatling plasma, you're not really gonna get that many criticals on it. I mean, technically you kinda can be. You just gotta be like really buffed out for it or like really built and set up for it. So your average player might not. I might not recommend you run conductors. I recommend you run polished on something like that. And then if you want to use conductors, that's more like of a commando type weapon. So if you have a commando weapon, like a handmade, a fixer, enclave plasma, anything more commando-ish, I recommend it. Recommend like a conductors. Um, I mean polished does work on this too. And then you could also put conductors on here, but it's just not like your not what you really should be running unless you're like a top dog. And if you're top dog, you really don't need them. Your build should be set up enough for you to not even like the 4-star mods. Like you can see, like my weapons, I don't have any. Like I don't really need them. I'm just honestly, I'm just trading them out right now. Whenever everybody gets their handful, I'll use them, but I don't need them. So if you're a top dog player, you shouldn't need them. But I do recommend if you're using a commando, go ahead and put conductors since you're technically gonna be doing more criticals with just grabbing the gun and going. And then the same thing for Gatling plasma, you would want to use something like this. Just so you do more damage with it. Without like you just gotta shoot, and the same thing with conductors, you just gotta shoot. You don't gotta do anything fancy to it. Another tip for the Gatling plasma, where is it? So let me show you. Let me go back over here. So for the polish mod, the greater your equipped items condition, 100% is the max. You do up to 60% more damage. So 100% is it being brand new. So let's go to my Gatling plasma. Right now it's broken. To 100% would be a basic repair kit. So that's 100%. So as soon as you shoot, it's gonna start going down little by little by little by little. But one thing you could do to help you out with this, you could go ahead and use improve repair kit. And I think that gives you 160, 140, or 40% extra health or 60% extra health. I'm not really too sure. Um, but it's over 100. So you got that little wiggle room of health right there. As long as you have it, like you can see the yellow bar. Like let me go down here. Um, like you can see it's a yellow bar. Like the condition C and D is condition. And then if you go to the Gatling plasma, it's a yellow bar, but on top of it, there's a little white bar. So that whole lifespan of that white bar, you're gonna do 60% extra damage. And if you're not a top dog and you really can't get the mods yet, like I could recommend having this exact gun right here. But let's say you can't have this, um, you could easily trade for something called 50% break slower. I think it's called durability. So you could have something like that, and it makes your gun break even slower, so it gives a polish effect a little bit more life to it. So that's if you really can't get this set up, go ahead and get 50 break slower. That would help your polished effect stay affecting for longer without you having to use repair kits after each like little like pretty much for the raids, each little raid section you could you don't have to repair it between all of them. So that's 50 break slower what you want to use. And then another tip for like the conductor or any weapon in general, like if you're adding mods to weapons, there is some weapons like me. This quad 2525. You see the left side thing? It don't say cannot be traded. Like you go to this one, it says cannot be traded. So if you have a gun that's already god roll that's like top tier, I wouldn't recommend you adding mods to it unless you can't make other guns. So I went ahead and made this whole other setup just so I could add mods to it. Um, and the reason I do that is I have multiple mules. I could easily pass this to my mule. Like a fresh guy, I make him boom and he's set up with a quad 25-25. And then whenever I'm done with that guy, I could just pass it over and keep passing it over. So there's stuff that can be traded, like my armor set, like this one. Um, it can be traded. Like I could go ahead and drop this whole armor set. I wouldn't add I probably went under here. God dang it. I wouldn't go ahead and add mods to it. What I'm gonna do, I'm gonna either make a whole other set and then pass this to my mule or something. And then so if you have a set that can be dropped, go ahead and just pass it over to your mule. Like mods are so easy to be gotten. Um don't oh my god, I'm at my